Freedom flows in the blood of the Butlers because we can trace ourselves back to a proud African man and the bold Irish woman who loved him. Now, our mixed blood, it shows in our hair and our skin and the lines of our face, but whether we's brown, yellow, almost white, got black kinks or red waves, broad or narrow noses, and full or thin lips, or we's all free. We defy those who seek to keep us bound as slaves, who keep us from the freedom that is ours, and we's tireless in seeking the justice due to us. And when justice is too slow in coming, some like me have run away to escape slavery. I've had to prove again and again I'm a free man. I come from Eleanor Butler, known to many in her day as Irish Nell. See, many are the colored people who spring from Irish Nell. More than 100 years ago, when Maryland was still a colony, Eleanor Butler come to St. Mary's from Ireland. Lord Baltimore himself brought her here as an indentured servant. She was set to work her time off under a Major Boorman. Now, Eleanor loved one of her master's slaves. See, a saltwater Negro named of Charles. She said she'd marry him, and she had their master's blessing. Now, Lord Baltimore got word of this. See, he knew the law said any white woman who married a slave would become a slave herself. And their children would be slaves. You see, the men who made the laws, they thought it shameful for a white woman and a black man to love one another. Our family law says Lord Baltimore tried to talk Nell out of marrying Charles, but she said she'd rather have a Charles, slave though he be, than Lord Baltimore himself with all his power and riches. And so Irish Nell Butler and Charles were married by a Catholic priest on Major Boorman's plantation one August day in 1681. And before that year was done, Lord Baltimore got the law changed. Under the new law, any freeborn white woman servant who married a slave would not get made a slave herself, but would be freed from her own service, and their mulatto children would be free. Now, this weren't out of any kindness, mind you, just as a way of getting masters to stop allowing such marriages. You with me? But Major Boorman, he kept Irish Nell as his slave under the old law. And when Nell and Charles had children, Boorman kept them as slaves too. Over time, there was generations of butlers that were born and held in slavery. But we knew a great wrong had been done to us.